Lions fans, what's going on? It's your boy King. I want to talk to you guys about a few things I noticed yesterday, and also I want to talk to you guys about Family Fun Fest today. Let's dig in.
Consecutive thumbs up.
Cops is watching, the streets is talking. Your hopes are
Consecutive thumbs up.
hope is unfaithful.
Consecutive thumbs up.
Hope is unfaithful. Your family ungrateful. Your
Consecutive thumbs up.
niggas ain't loyal.
Clock D's, bar trees, out of drop V. Rep Detroit every time I'm in front of a camera. Clock G's, bar trees, out of drop.
All right, Lions fans, let's dig in. First, we're going to talk real quickly about the pivot. I know I mentioned to you guys that you need to watch the pivot because Jared Goff was on there. I noticed something. I don't know if you guys know, but I Am Athlete is also another YouTube podcast that's it's blown up over the last couple of years. And, our hosts from the pivot, they come from I Am Athlete. They all split simply because some disagreements. One crew decided to go one way and the other crew decided to go the other way simply because they wanted to do things differently. With that said, I noticed that I Am Athlete was interviewing Matthew Stafford at the same time that the pivot was interviewing Jared Goff. And of course, they asked similar questions on both sides. So I don't know if that was planned between the two pods, but I just thought it was kind of ironic that, both of those podcasts were interviewing those two particular players at camp. So, yeah, noticed that yesterday. Wonder if anybody else caught that. So, like I said, check those out when you get a chance. A lot of great content on there besides just the recent content with Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff. They have a lot of great people come through there, a lot of questions answered, a lot of raw, real content, a lot of questions being answered that us fans always wondered. So make sure you guys tune in. So let's talk about today. Today was Family Fest, and boy, was it hot. It is hot. It is still hot. The humidity is absolute outrageous. I know there's going to be a Tigers game today. So for you fans that's out there at that Tigers game, stay hydrated. Please stay hydrated because it is dangerous hot out there right now. It is not fun whatsoever walking to Ford Field right now. So, but once I got inside, man, immediately I noticed the size of the crowds on the inside. The interest with this team is very, very high right now. They were doing giveaways, selling things for like $1, $2. They had some legends there signing autographs, all the normal ingredients that you usually see on Family Fest. The signatures by the players, before and after the practice, everything that you're used to. But let's talk about what went on during practice. Some of the same names keep popping up, and for good reasons, some for bad reasons. So first and foremost, let's just go with the bad reasons. Tim Boyle. We all know he's terrible by now. Like I said, it's no slight to Tim Boyle as a person, but on the field, he's just not it. And, we realize that. So he was horrible today, missing all type of passes today. It was just bad. It was really, really bad. Blau threw an interception, but he also threw multiple touchdowns. And he also connected on a lot of really good passes. So, I don't know if it was miscommunication or whatever it was, but Blau definitely looked better between the two of them. I'll say that. But when you look at the leader in the room, Jared Goff, he continues to look clean and crisp out there. Big time passes today. And oh my God, DJ Chark, man. Chark was a absolute monster today in practice. He's been that during this training camp, but another interesting name I'm definitely going to keep an eye on during preseason is Kennedy. I can't get my thoughts off of Kennedy. Kennedy, since the beginning of training camp, has been making plays. He's been getting open. He's been catching touchdowns. So when you're looking at the bottom feeders of that receiver room, it's going to be interesting because Kennedy is definitely making a great case throughout training camp. It's not just here and there. Throughout training camp, he's been playing well out there. So preseason is definitely going to be a big time deciding factor of what the Detroit Lions think of keeping Kennedy around, but he's making a great case right now. So shout out to Kennedy. He's doing his thing out there. And today he had another big one, man, big touchdown catch today, and it was definitely a fun thing to see. So yeah, Pimpleton today returning some kicks, even though Fun Fest is not the same as regular training camp practices. Let's just keep that in mind. So when I talk about Kennedy, I'm talking about during training camp as well. But Fun Fest, it's a little lighter in certain situations. But Pimpleton did look good out there returning kicks today. Took one to the house, as a matter of fact. So, definitely got the speed on the smaller side. But it's not like we're not used to seeing somebody super small going back there and receiving kicks. So, it's definitely a battle at that position too, as far as kick returner. Just hasn't had a great camp. Has not had a great camp, but today he felt a little bit more comfortable in the actual stadium today. Like I said, some guys are just gamers and not practicers. You know what I'm saying? So, I really like Pimpleton, man. I had high hopes for him, but I don't know if it's too much damage done during training camp to where he can fight for some type of spot somewhere on a practice squad maybe. So we'll see. But yeah, Jared Goff, crisp, clean. I mean, just throwing some lasers out there, and that's what I want to see from Jared Goff. The season is literally in his hands. It's in his hands. So him being out there and being aggressive and staying healthy is going to be big time for us this season, because we have the pieces available this time around. So to really take control and do what we need to do in this NFC North first and foremost. So we still have to face Aaron Rodgers. We still have to face the Vikings. Not too concerned about the Bears, but that takes me to a subject that I really, really want to talk about, and it really bothers me. This subject really bothers me, man. ESPN, what are you doing? ESPN ranked our offensive line 26. I don't even understand how that's possible. I mean, even PFF ranked us in the top 10 with the injuries. You know what I'm saying? These guys held up with injuries. We have Taylor Decker. We have Panay Sewell. We have Jonah Jackson. We're talking Pro Bowl here. You know what I'm saying? So Frank Ragnow. You know what I'm saying? You ranked us 26. This is what I say, and like I said, I have no ill will towards anyone that does their thing, man, as far as, students, especially students of the game, people who relate to stats a lot. But sometimes you just have pencil pushers, man, that just get out of control. And sometimes these nerds just need to be dealt with. You know what I'm saying? So, just 26, how disrespectful is that? And if you read the article, it's mostly talking about Panay Sewell, but come on, 26, you know what I'm saying? So of course I don't expect any love to come from ESPN, especially some of those writers. They don't really do any due diligence on these teams that don't have success in this league. They only ride the wave with the teams that are in the playoffs and things like that. They don't understand situations. They don't follow rebuilds and all that stuff. So I expect that. I get it. But come on, man, 26, really. Even the average Joe probably could figure out that our offensive line is definitely going to be in the top 15 at least. So wow. But yeah. As far as the O-line went today, definitely did some work. My eyes were on the second unit. I know what we're going to get out of our first unit. Stenberg was out there, and Stenberg was solid. I want to bring up Stenberg because when he was drafted here, a lot of us were actually kind of excited about it because he's a big, nasty guy. You know what I'm saying? So the O-line was solid today, but kind of got chewed up a little bit by one specific player. That one specific player was Aiden Hutchinson. Aiden Hutchinson had, I would say, 2 sacks today. Even though you couldn't tackle the quarterback, Aiden Hutchinson still got in the backfield and tapped that butt a little bit. you know what I'm saying, on Jared Goff, pause. But got through fairly easy, man, and got to Jared Goff with no problem. So definitely would have been sacks. But Aiden Hutchins, he was moving guys on that line today. He was using those hands and, you know, getting them in that backfield, you know, when he was out there. Like I said, we didn't get too many opportunities to see him out there, but he was charged up today. Let's just say that. So, but other than that, in the trenches, man, Austin Bryant continues to be a name that you continue to hear. Austin Bryant, it's never been about his talent. Even when we drafted him, I was like, you know, was it the players that he was playing with, or is Austin Bryant just really that good? You know what I'm saying? He kind of answered that question when he was available on the field. But he's been a name that, you know, that's been showing up in this training camp. And Austin Bryant definitely showed up today. So that's always good to see. Him being healthy is, of course, big time today. And speaking of health, did not see Jeff Akuda. I don't know what the situation or details is behind it, but Jeff Akuda did not practice today. He did not practice today, and I'm still wondering what's going on. I hope he didn't have some type of setback, or I don't know if they're being cautious, or if he had something going on to where he just couldn't make it today. So we'll look a little bit deeper in that situation and see what that was about. But I was looking forward to seeing him in live action today, but that did not happen, unfortunately. So, but we did get to see Parker and Price, who played well today. You know, also Elliott played well today back there in the far back. So, you know, like I said, it was a nice little showing. You know, even though it's more family fun oriented, they didn't get after it like you will usually see at actual Allen Park. So, but they definitely made some plays out there. Another name today was Jared Goff. Not Jared Goff. I said, good Lord, Jared Goff. Jared Davis, man. Jared Davis. Jared Davis was moving around. You know, he was playing Mike, and then, you know, they moved him around a little bit, let him do some rushing and things like that. But Jared Davis' name was called a couple of times today, so I was shocked about that. He played some reps with the first team, but I would say more reps with the second team. So that's a good sign for Jared Goff. I keep calling him Jared Goff. Jared Davis. We got too many Jareds. Don't y'all be laughing. Shut up. But yeah, man, Jared Davis. He was definitely you know, making some plays today. So that's pleasing news to hear, because I know it's not a lot of Jared Davis fans out there, and I got it twice right. There you go. Yeah. But, you know, shout out to everybody who walked up today, man, and that I seen today. A lot of subscribers, man, to not only this channel, but to the podcast channel. I had my brother Big Willie with me. You know, I had Big Easy with me from, you know, What Were Heavyweights. He was there also. So shout out to everybody that we seen today and came up and just said, what's up, man? I appreciate that every time y'all do that. It lets me know that, you know, I'm still in sync with some of the fans here in Detroit. As far as Lions fans. So I know majority of the fans right now are Pistons fans, but we coming. We got something for you. So with that said, pretty good practice today. Looking forward, you know, to hear things the rest of camp. Hey, Hard Knocks is coming. Hard Knocks is coming. It is right here. I already got my HBO Max subscription ready to go. I'm ready to watch Hard Knocks. So make sure you guys get that together. I might have to share a link with you and let you log in on my login. but I think Hard Knocks should be really, really good, man. I noticed some of the things that they film while we are out there watching live. So it should be fun. It should definitely be fun. But with that said, I've talked already too much. It's 13 minutes in. So that's all I got for y'all today. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all day. Stay cool out there. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.